welcome back to General Discharge. Once again, I'm Nick Naja, happy to be here. This video is going to be a basic introduction to some pool evolutions that will build you in your water competency for any aquatic evolutions that you might go through for any of the special forces or special operations pipelines. In case any of you were concerned about the reporter from watching the last Knot video, he is in good health and healed perfectly well from his injuries. Once again, we're sorry that you had to witness our altercation, but moving forward, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what other training evolutions you might want some tricks and tips on. Wherever you're training, whatever pool work you're doing, always make sure you have a trained lifeguard supervising, and make sure that you're following any and all rules that are set out by whatever facility you're using. Make sure the lifeguard on duty knows what you're doing. For any of the brick work, some pools don't allow bricks. You can easily do the same training using 2-gallon jugs of milk filled up with water. You can still hold those over your head to get a feel for treading with a brick, but at the same time, you're not at risk of the brick dragging you to the bottom of the pool. On a final note, train safe, always train with a buddy, and don't be stupid. Any underwater training is inherently dangerous. I suggest you read up a little bit on what shallow water blackout is and understand the risks that you're assuming when you do any kind of underwater training. There may be a time and place in the pipeline, if you make your goal to get into that pipeline, to push yourself to your limits. At a civilian pool, just preparing to get into a pipeline is not the place to do that. So stay tuned and hope you guys enjoy. This is treading with your hands out of the water. Be mindful that you are getting your entire hand and wrist out of the water and not just your fingertips. When treading with your elbows out of the water, it helps to get your arms as wide as possible. This is treading at under arrest. Your fingers will be interlocked behind your head, and as you can see from how much faster my feet are moving during this drill, it takes a lot more effort to keep your head above the water. This is treading with your feet crossed using only your hands to focus on your sculling. Sculling is the technique you are using with your hands while you tread water. A good practice is to make a figure-8 motion with your hands pushing the water back and forth. Treading with your toes out of the water is a fairly easy drill, but challenges your ability to apply good sculling technique and also your ability to apply natural buoyancy. This demonstration is of a bottom sample. At the surface of the water, you do a large frog kick or breaststroke kick and clap your hands down to your thighs. This gives you some upward propulsion that should be bringing your chest out of the water. That way you have momentum to get you down beneath the surface. As your head breaks the surface, you will clap your hands upward above your head, thrusting your arms up, palms facing up. You will continue to do this motion until you get to the bottom of the pool. You will touch the bottom of the pool, then you will plant your feet and with a fist above your head, push yourself off the bottom of the pool back towards the surface. You can use your free arm to pull, but a fist will be maintained above your head. For effective results, practice bottom samples in a 12 to 16 foot pool. While doing this drill, it is important to stay calm and relaxed. You want to keep your heart rate down. While the drill should only consist of a 10 to 15 second breath hold, it is important that your movements are not fast and jerky because that will cause you to burn oxygen faster. This is what the Eggbeater Technique looks like underwater. The Eggbeater Technique is essentially a breaststroke kick, one leg at a time. And for a good video on this, you should just watch anything that was taught by a water polo player. A good way to begin learning this technique is to stomp outward one leg at a time and then slowly dial in the inward motion of the leg to where you feel it giving you the most thrust. Here's a demonstration of the breaststroke kick. It is really just a matter of preference whether you use the Eggbeater or the breaststroke kick. Here's the scissor kick method. This one is the least effective because it will tire you out faster than the others. Here I'm demonstrating treading with the brick out of the water. I switch to one hand carrying the brick and the other hand sculling. Now I switch to the other hand. Here I'll pass the brick to my buddy. Just some ideas for your workouts. You can do a bottom sample once you've passed the brick. This will get you used to doing that 10 to 15 second breath hold for a bottom sample while your heart rate is elevated. Always be mindful of your limitations and don't push yourself too hard. You're not in selection yet, it's just a workout. This has been another tips and tricks video brought to you by General Discharge. Once again, I'm Nick Naja. Hope you enjoyed the video. I hope we've shared with you some ideas that you can incorporate into your pool workouts. If you put together your own pool workout based on the tips and tricks that we've showed you today, go ahead and be sure to drop that in a comment. Share with us the details of your workout. That way you and fellow subscribers can compare and share how you've applied these tips and tricks into your own training. Also, click the link below in the description if you would like to donate Copenhagen Long Cut and Low Carb Monsters to General Discharge.
Naja, no one is going to donate Dippin' Monsters to a YouTube channel.
Shut the fuck up, reporter. Not gonna have you shitting on the things that are near and dear to my heart, okay? Anyhow, always remember, train hard and be safe.
Wait, were you swimming with sunglasses in your pocket just to put them on the moment you got out of the pool?
Number one rule, always look cool.
There's no way that's a real thing.
ABCs, bro. Always be cool. All your friends are subscribing to General Discharge, and you don't even want to be